Martin, President Foster, and board members. My name is Lavani. I'm a junior at Point Loma High School. I'm a dancer, a reader, and the writer-director of the film Dear Ringling Brothers. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like this video speaks on an important issue that shouldn't be ignored, and that issue is that animals are being exploited in the entertainment industry. I genuinely feel like there needs to be more attention paid to animals and how they're being treated in the circus and at SeaWorld. But I didn't always feel this way about animals being exploited at SeaWorld and the circus, honestly, because when I was young, I didn't know any better. For instance, when I was 6 years old, I went to SeaWorld for the first time, and I thought it was one of the greatest places on earth. To view orcas and dolphins that I'd only seen in my coloring books in person, wow, that was amazing. But as I grew older, I started to wonder how the animals' lives really were behind that glass wall or in the circus arena, and I was sad to learn all those tricks the orcas and the elephants were performing weren't natural for them. My class was given an assignment to create a public service announcement, and I chose to create one about the treatment of animals in the entertainment industry. And after spending some time researching the topic, I came across an article on a CBS News website from May of 2014 that said an 103-year-old orca called Granny was spotted swimming with 4 generations of her family in the ocean. 4 generations of one orca family swimming together in the wild. Wow, and elephants are no different. That isn't even possible at SeaWorld or the circus, and that is really disheartening. It is our moral obligation to do better. That is why I'm asking to support the school board resolution proposed today by Kevin Beiser. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Logan Lizen, Superintendent Martin, and President Foster, and other board members. I would like to thank you for this opportunity. My name is Logan Lizen. I'm a video editor and junior at Point Loma High School. I am here today to express my personal distaste with the treatment of elephants in circus performances. I've done extensive research on the topic, and what I have found is truly astounding. The largest land mammal in the world walks on average 12 kilometers a day in the wild, which is equivalent to 261 times around a legal required enclosure. So how are they expected to live their lives in such tiny cages and chained most of the day and shuttled from city to city if they're this large? But the worst part is how they're trained. The instrument of their training is called a bull hook. It kind of resembles like a fire poker, but it has a barbed top on the end. And it looks like a tool from medieval times, and it's used ever so brutally. This instrument is used to beat the animals into submission. It causes physical and mental harm to the animal. This is how the circus gets this majestic creature to stand on its head and do other performance acts that are unnatural to it. In the San Diego Unified School District, we're taught that bullying is wrong and that it's unjustifiable, but isn't this form of training much worse than bullying? And with this being said, I would like to personally thank the Ringling Brothers Circus for realizing this business model is no longer sustainable. Ringling Brothers recently announced that they were phasing their elephant acts out of the shows by 2018. I consider them to be a role model for other operations employing animals in their acts, and I hope that they too can change. But if this business model is a horrible thing today, why is Ringling Brothers waiting so long to change it? What business waits 3 years to fix a problem? Stop this cruel and unusual punishment today. That's why I'm asking you to support the school board resolution proposed today by Kevin Beiser. Thank you.
Superintendent Martin, President Foster, and board members. I'd like to first say thank you to Mr. Beiser and Ms. Foster for actually attending the cadet ball, and I was really inspired by the speech you gave, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. My name is Cadet Ensign Deanna Bro. I'm a member of the NJROTC, a singer, and a junior at Point Loma High School. Ever since I was little, I loved animals of all kinds, and being from a military family, I've been blessed with the chance to see the world and all of the amazing animals that are on this planet. As I grew up, I began to realize some of the cruel and torturous things these animals endure just for our entertainment. However, while my family was stationed in Guam, I was able to go to Thailand and see a tiger temple and an elephant sanctuary. Here, these tigers and elephants are free to roam and are never forced or trained to do any tricks or anything they wouldn't naturally do in the wild. Visitors from around the world come to see these animals in their natural habitat, and to think all of this education is being done in a third world country. Imagine what they could do with the resources and capabilities that we have in the United States. The time has come for SeaWorld to begin exploring other options than fish tanks for their orcas. The National Aquarium in Baltimore, Maryland is exploring coastal sanctuaries for their captive mammals, and SeaWorld needs to do the same. Think about it, SeaWorld is on the bay. I realize a lot of the positive things SeaWorld has done and continues to do, like rescuing seals and sea lions, Some of them they have rehabilitated and released back into the ocean, but they need to do more. Many corporations have ended their partnerships with SeaWorld recently, such as Southwest Airlines, Hyundai, and the Miami Dolphins. I bet if SeaWorld would follow in the Ringling Brothers' example and phase out their animal acts and create coastal sanctuaries for their animal entertainers, the partnerships would come back. SeaWorld has an opportunity to be a huge hero here and end animal acts in San Diego and inspire the world to do the same. I hope that you will and support the resolution proposed today by Kevin Beiser. Thank you.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Alex Allen, and I am an artist, musician, and a junior attending Point Loma High School. I've been a drummer for about 10 years now, and I feel like now it's safe to say that my life eats, sleeps, and breathes creativity. When I'm away from my instrument, life seems to almost stop. I find myself neglecting to find joy in almost anything. For me, drums are like home. These feelings I have about my instrument almost parallel an elephant or an orca in captivity. Elephants and orcas are nomadic by nature, which means that they are almost always moving or migrating. This need to move is literally engraved into their DNA. It isn't merely a choice, but it's an instinct. Putting an elephant in chains or an orca in a tank is literally taking a fish out of water. Corporations like SeaWorld and Ringling Brothers who employ animal entertainers may feel as if this is an attack on them, but it's only a plea for the animals. Take Birch Aquarium, for example, who instead of pushing performances, create ecosystems in which these animals can be observed and thrive. Unfortunately for the corporations, and fortunately for the elephants and orcas, things are beginning to change and people are starting to become educated, and businesses are having to change their policies on animal shows to appeal to public interest, such as Ringling Brothers, who I generously applaud for planning to phase out their elephant acts over the next few years. Although this is good, is it really a good reason? Companies shouldn't stop exploitation because people find out about it, but just because it's wrong. What if SeaWorld and Ringling Brothers followed the example set by the San Diego Zoo and the Wild Animal Park, which are both thriving entities in San Diego that focus on education? I really feel that in the end, we need to stop teaching animals to entertain and start teaching ourselves to learn from them. I envision a SeaWorld where no animal acts, just coastal sanctuaries. I envision a park with lookout towers and observation decks, with an underground tram ride and submersible tours so you can see the orcas swimming in the bay. I envision a huge 4D theater where you can literally see the dolphins and orcas swimming and feel just like you're one of them. I envision a San Diego with 0 animal acts, and that is final. It is my hope that you will support the resolution presented before you today by Kevin and Biden. Thank you very much.